Now, days after wrestlers protest against the former Wrestling Federation of India chief Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, Delhi police has assured the Supreme Court that an FIR will finally be filed in the alleged sexual harassment case. Now, this comes after, in the last hearing, the Supreme Court had issued a notice to the Delhi police seeking a report of the same. Now, in the backdrop of this very assurance by the police are various athletes putting their weight behind the wrestlers. From Olympic medalist Neeraj Chopra, boxer Nikhat Zareen to tennis star Sania Mirza, they have all backed the wrestler in their tirade against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh and the rut that runs deep within the Wrestling Federation of India. However, in the midst of the high was a huge dissenting voice in the Indian Olympic Association president PT Usha, who said that the protest on the street by the athletes amounts to indiscipline and is tarnishing the country's image. Now, the wrestlers found the statement by Usha very unfortunate, even more so since it came from a woman. They have also claimed that despite trying to contact PT Usha several times, she never answered the wrestlers' calls. And the latest addition to this entire wrestlers versus WFI saga is the political bigwigs throwing their hats into the ring, with the Congress, the Aam Aadmi Party and the Trinamool Congress now offering support to the wrestlers. Now, we are asking on the broadcast today, when it is about the wrestlers versus WFI battle, let me break down this entire saga, what really has happened and what really is a timeline to this entire fiasco. It all started 3 months back this very year in January, where on January 18th, the wrestlers accused the WFI boss, Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, of sexually exploiting female wrestlers. Now, 2 days later, on January 20th, the Sports Minister, Anurag Thakur, formed an oversight panel and he said that the WFI chief will be stepping aside. The same day, the wrestlers called off their stir after assurances from the government were given. Remember, they were the ones who had actually reached the Jantar Mantar in the national capital protesting against the WFI chief over the sexual harassment allegations. Now, on January 21st, Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh rejected all of these allegations and he stepped aside as the WFI chief. Later, on February 23rd, the oversight committee that was formed got 2 more weeks to submit the report. So far, there was no report filing that had been done, so an extension of 2 more weeks was given to the oversight committee. Now, on February 28th, Brij Bhushan appeared before the government-appointed panel and rejected all of the allegations that were made against him. Later, on April 23rd, this month, is when the wrestlers decided to resume the protest, demanding the release of the panel report because that report was never made public. On April 24th, the wrestlers then moved the Supreme Court, seeking the registration of an FIR against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, which the police had refused back then. On April 26th, the Supreme Court issued notice to the Delhi police on the petition that was filed by the wrestlers. And today, on April 28th, the Delhi police assured the Supreme Court that they will in fact be filing a complaint against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. Now, I was telling you earlier how several Indian sports stars have spoken up for the wrestlers. Tokyo gold medalist Neeraj Chopra has demanded an impartial and transparent probe into this issue. India's first individual Olympic gold medalist Abhinav Brindra has also backed the wrestlers, and he said that their concerns should be addressed fairly and independently. Tennis icon Sania Mirza too has spoken in support of the wrestlers. She's tweeted, and I'm quoting from her tweet, "It's time to stand with the wrestlers." Boxing champion Nikhat Zareen has also lent her voice to the wrestlers, saying that justice should be served at the earliest. India's World Cup winning former captain Kapil Dev has also showed his support and also his angst for the wrestlers. He's asked on Instagram, will they ever get justice? So we are asking today, the wrestlers versus WFI saga, will the dangle of this entire matter, the truth of this dangle really come out?
फेडरेशन के अध्यक्ष ही ऐसे शोषण करते रहेंगे तो किसके पास क्या लेके जाए खिलाड़ी? उनसे बड़ा तो उस फेडरेशन में कोई नहीं है। तो मुझे लगता है कि दिल्ली पुलिस को कड़ी से कड़ी कार्रवाई करनी चाहिए, उनको जेल में डालना चाहिए जल्दी से जल्दी।
दिल्ली पुलिस पे हमें अभी भी ट्रस्ट नहीं है, क्योंकि वो कोई भी क्योंकि हम 6 दिन से यहाँ बैठे हैं, तो FIR करने में इन्होंने इतना टाइम लगा दिया है। तो वो ट्रस्ट जो बिल्ड होना चाहिए तो वो उन्होंने पहले ही हमारा तोड़ दिया है, और वो लूज FIR कर सकते हैं, इसका भी हमें अंदेशा है।
They should come to us earlier if they have a real problem. Instead of coming to us, they are gone straight away to street. No, it is not good for the sports, not only for the residents.
अब कंप्लेंट करने वाले कमेटी नहीं बनाते, लेकिन सरकार को बनानी थी, हमने बनाई। उन्होंने कहा एक बंदा और ऐड की, उन्होंने बबीता फोगाट का नाम दिया, हमने उसको भी ऐड करने का काम किया। हमारे मन में कुछ नहीं, हम निष्पक्ष जांच चाहते थे, ओवरसाइट कमेटी उसके बीच में देखी, उन्होंने देखने का काम किया। लेकिन पुलिस भी प्रिलिमिनरी इंक्वायरी करती, दिल्ली पुलिस ने कहा प्रिलिमिनरी इंक्वायरी करेंगे और जो उसमें आता है उसके बाद अगली कार्रवाई करेंगे।
क्या कारण है, क्या मजबूरी है, क्या व्यवस्था है, सरकार बताए। अपने दोषों को और अपने अपराधों को झूठ से दबाया नहीं जा सकता।